Welcome, ladies and gents, back to another Yorkshire Rules episode. And as you can see, well, the bingo blitz isn't the only place we like to play with our balls. I'd like to give them a little bit of a poke with a stick every now and again. Now, if you cannot guess, we are here in Middlesbrough, ahead of today's game over at the Riverside, mother. Yeah. We are going over to that stadium. So, without further ado, we do not have any games to catch up on in this one. So, let's head on straight into the action, shall we? Okay, ladies and gents, we are diving straight into the action. Rather different here today. No games to catch up on. We are, of course, diving straight into things after that Bournemouth game. And, well, there hasn't been any news in between. It's only been about a week, so we're jumping straight into things. It's going to be a nice, quick, simple one here today. So, let's have a little bit of a run through of the other fixtures. Let's have a little look through some of them. So, first of all, we have West Bromwich Albion versus Sunderland. Now, my view on things is going to be a little bit different now because we're on 47 points. I don't think we're looking at relegation. We are really looking at seeing how many teams we can keep behind us, maybe pushing for those playoffs. I don't see playoffs in our future though. 5-point gap on West Brom, and a lot of them teams should be able to beat us easily. Like I've previously said, we've got the West wage bill. We're only paying 100 grand per week, whereas Peterborough, who's currently 23rd, they're giving 200 grand per week. So we're not in the same league in that sense financially, but we are doing an outstanding job to be up in 11th. Like I said, next season is probably the playoff push, but right now, I would sell for a top half finish. Heck, I would sell for losing every game for the rest of the season because we're probably still going to finish 16th, 17th, no matter how things go. But enough rambling on that front. First of all, we have West Brom versus Sunderland. Sunderland is down in 15th. West Brom is up in 6th. So that game, I would rather it be a draw. I would rather West Brom don't gain as many points on us. Gives us an opportunity to possibly push up to that point, and Sunderland doesn't catch up to us, so they drop off a little bit as well. Barnsley versus QPR. I would have previously wanted QPR to lose that one, but Barnsley win. There's a 5-point gap between Barnsley and Luton, and we are versing Barnsley in the next one, so it would be nice if Barnsley picked up a win in this one, then they don't take it out on us. And Blackburn is taking on Peterborough. I would want Peterborough this time. Previously, I would have said Blackburn, of course, but with Peterborough being down in the relegation zone, not any threat to us, I think we want them to pick up a win in that one. Derby County versus Bristol City. That could do with being a draw. Both of those have the opportunity to leapfrog us if we lose a few games, so we want them to draw. Hull City versus Ipswich. Hull City, I of course want to win that one regardless. Doesn't matter where those teams are. I want Hull to win. Leeds versus Portsmouth. Would like Portsmouth to win. Don't see it happening. Leeds United is probably going to win that one and maybe even push themselves into the playoff. They could. They could scrape it, but they need a couple of results to go their way. So probably not into the playoff spots. Maybe into that 7th place spot. Of course, want us to beat Middlesbrough. We've got Millwall versus Birmingham. Well, in that one, I guess Millwall I would like to see win that, or possibly a couple of draws, or perhaps, what's the gap for Hull City? Hull City's got, no. Hull City's really stuck in there. It's 20th down. They're in a separate bracket, so they're not really going to catch up to Sheffield Wednesday without going on a really good run. So Middlesbrough probably to pick up a win in that one. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Honestly, don't really matter, but if we do have a chance of getting playoffs, it would have to be Fulham to help us out in that one. Sheffield Wednesday, Reading. Again, Sheffield Wednesday would like them to beat Reading. Previously would have been the other way around. Stoke against Bournemouth. Well, Stoke versus Bournemouth. I guess I would like Bournemouth to bounce back in that one. That gives us another team that we're a bit closer to. Stoke's only a point away from us, although they do have a much greater goal difference. We then have Swansea versus Luton, which is a game I don't think really matters to us. I don't see Luton. Actually, Luton probably could catch us up with about an 8-point gap. So Swansea maybe do us a favour in that one, but enough rambling. Let's head on inside. Okay, let's not head on inside. Let's have a little bit of look at some news. So we've got some players in the team of the week. Okay, Terry, Fleming, George. Not a bad little triangle there. Leeds United got a triangle over here, but they've got an additional one over here. Middlesbrough got a couple in, and Sunderland got themselves a player in there as well. But Okay, latest score. Sunderland is 1-0 up against West Bromwich Albion. That's an interesting one over in 15th. But we're going to apply the opposition instructions. It's a very good pitch condition here today. 20,918 tickets have been sold out of a 34,746 capacity. Weird amount of tickets have been sold. 11th versus 1st. And it's a gusty Haley, 3 degrees. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit nearer to 3 degrees than it is in my bedroom right now. Now, as you can tell from the top, last episode, i.e. the Monday episode for the Bingo Blitz, recorded just prior to this one. So it's 25.5 degrees if you didn't watch that episode. Rather warm in here. Feels like more though. So our team for today, are we going to have any changes to lineup? Byers is still on his niggly knock, not fit enough to come back. Klein, of course, has a few fitness issues and he's a bench warmer. Anyway, so there is no real changes to our lineup. We're going to go with George in goal, the back line of Fleming, Terry, Adiapan and Shakin Stevens, Rowley and Sorensen in central midfield, Ayrton on the left, Williams on the right, in between is Lawless. Now big gappy meat up front. Bench consisting of Prisbeck, Klein, Shipley, Sibic, Lubala, White and Samuel Vokes. We are gonna stick on a cautious mentality. We're versing top of league, maybe even defensive. We'll see how cautious goes. If it's going rough, we'll drop it to a defensive. But let's just head on inside. As you can see, Frank Lampard, I totally forgot to mention, this is their manager. That one caught me by surprise when I saw it the other day when I was working through the fixtures to get, well, I went working through the fixtures. Don't know where I got that from. There was no fixtures to work through. We had Bournemouth in the last one. But when I was going through the Bournemouth one, I think it was when I was working through fixtures prior to the Bournemouth one, where I might have noticed this. But yeah, it's weird. I noticed it between episodes. I was like, Frank Lampard? Really? Manager? Okay. Middlesbrough. Interesting choice of managerial acquisition there. But bit of punch fist. Let's give the lads a bit of motivation. The pressure's all on them. Let's show them what we can do. You know what? Do we have a revenge team talk? No, we do not, surprisingly. So, put pressure's all on them. Go cause an upset, lads. Okay, Williams is the only one motivated by that. Everyone else is just like, okay, whatever. Guess we will, boss. Guess we'll go and try and do that. That's how are things going on elsewhere? We, of course, know Sunderland was 1-0 up. They're now 2-0 up. Although on the latest today, as you can see, it just gives us the time. It's not even telling us the score right now. It's 2-1 as West Bromwich Albion has just pulled back another one. But it's a ball in my Middlesbrough here on this left-hand side, trying to build something up. It's ball back to Wood. He's going to be pressured, though. Can we get a tackle in? That's the main thing. Nagita's going to get it over here on the right-hand side. What's he going to do? Whips it in near post. Terry nods it away. Not very far, though. Back out to Nagakia. Terry, anyway. Nods it away yet again. Ayrton. Where's he going to go with this one? Ayrton back to Terry. Ayrton, by the way, Brazilian, only 18 years of age. For those who do not remember, George up to Terry, though. Terry gets the ball. Oh, can he get to Big Gappy Me? No, it's intercepted, and it's nodded forward now. Middlesbrough back in possession. Basay's going to play it back over to Woods, I believe that was. It's now another ball onto this right-hand side, and I'm going to struggle with Nagakia's name all day. Nagakia pulls it back. Lawless, no, that was a bad touch. You passed it straight back to him. Oh, Lawless. Lawless, what you doing to us, my friend? Great build-up. Adiapan missed the header. That was just a few little issues here, there and everywhere. Adiapan missed his header. Lawless's bad touch gave the ball back to him. Here, as you can see, he basically passed it straight back to him to cross it in. And it's being punished, ladies and gents. So we're going to have to go on the attack. We're already a goal down. You know what? I know they're a better team, but we shouldn't be 1-0 down this early on. So I am going to demand more. I'm going to be a bit more assertive with the lads. I'm going to be on their case for this one because, yes, this is a game we should lose, but not this bad. We shouldn't be getting dominated this hard. 35% possession, 36. It's a rough one. It's going to be a painful episode. Thankfully, it's probably going to be short and swift, but let's head on over to the dressing room. And lads, we're not going to win. We've got to be a bit assertive in this. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. That's quite simple. If you don't shoot, You don't score. If you don't score, you don't win, especially when you're 1-0 down. So, 6-4, although technically they could score an own goal. We wouldn't have to shoot. But I think 99% of games, you can agree, we're probably not going to win if we don't shoot. So, Rowley didn't like the team talk. Well, Rowley, I didn't like your performance. How did you get on? 6-4, yeah. Same with you, Lawless, 6-2. So you know what? Nice early substitutions. You can go off. How is Lawless? You know what? We could move Ayrton in there, you know. How did Ayrton get on in the first half? 6-5. You know what? We will. We'll bring in Lubala. Lubala can come on in. He can be an inside forward. And if that doesn't work out, they can go back the other way around. And we'll go back to double winger. But right now, we need ourselves a goal. So, we're going to go positive. Try and nab one back. Oh, I thought Civic was going to steal the ball there and grab us a goal. Unfortunately, he did not. Middlesbrough retain possession. Now, it's a ball over to this right-hand side yet again. Fleming nods it down, though, for Lubala. Lubala to Civic. Civic, where's he going to go? Across to Sorensen. We've got a little bit of space. Can we make use of it? Lovely ball by Civic. Through to Ayrton. Can he make use of this? Nice run. Oh, he saves it, though. Ayrton? No, he's just going to let it run out for the corner. But he might have tried chasing it, whipped in across. Maybe the big Gerpy meat gets onto the end of it. Instead, though, Lubala to take the corner here on left-hand side. Whips it in, back post, big Gerpy meat. Oh, he's in the post. Oh, cannot get the follow-up. And it's cleared out for a throw-in. Bristol City, by the way, 1-0 up in their game, but it's a corner for Middlesbrough. Can they seal the deal? George saves the original shot. And Basay, okay, this is painful. Now the question is, do we say, stuff it, let's go for the win, try and pull this one back, try and get 2 goals to just grab a point? Or do we say, we've got a poor goal difference, as you can see, the teams around us have a much better goal difference. We have to go down to 14th to have a team with as bad a goal difference as us. Do we try and preserve our goal difference a bit? Try and build up on that 3 going forward? There isn't enough time, really, to get it up into double figures. I don't think that's possible. I think we could possibly get it into this sort of 7-8 range if we go on a decent run. You know what? I think we go for it. I don't think our goal difference honestly matters at this stage. I think our goal difference is pretty poor, to say the least. So we are going to go attacking. Ayrton has been struggling. So in fact, how is Ayrton performing relative to everyone else? That is the question. Lubala. Right, Fleming, Big Gerfy. Where is Ayrton? I'm blind. Oh, he's up here on a 6.5. That shows you how bad our team's been. 6-7 is our best in Sorensen. 6-6 out of George. Everyone's been poor. Every single one of these players. So, Ayrton can move up front. In fact, yes, why not? Why on earth not? Samuel Vokes, come on for Ayrton. We'll have Big Gerfy Meat up front. He can be a target on support for Samuel Vokes. And I guess we'll just go for it. We've got to go very attacking. We'll throw a couple of men up. Either way, we're going to get some goals, probably on the Middlesbrough end. But Leeds United, by the way, 3-0 up against Portsmouth, dominating them. Birmingham's winning 3-1 away to Millwall. Nottingham Forest is currently... okay, moved it. 1-0 down to Fulham. Adipan, though, plays it over to Civic. He plays it back to Terry. Can we at least grab a goal? Make ourselves feel just that little bit better? No. Our passing has been absolutely dismal in this one, except that one opportunity Ayrton got, darting through the midfield. I believe it was Sorensen who played the ball over the top. But besides that, we've been absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic across the board. Brandon, yellow card, 6.1. Gotta do better. Got to do better. Daniel, get your brother in line. He's not playing as I want him to play. I know he's capable of better. I believe in you, Brandon. But I'm also disappointed in you right now. Really disappointed. Hull City, though, 1-1 at home to Ipswich. That's a nice little result for them if they can manage to hold on to that point. It's ball, though, to the back post, blocked. cleared away. Come on, lads, let's grab a goal. Let's grab a goal. Let's not inflict too much misery on our travelling away fans coming all the way to Middlesbrough. I guess it's not the longest of trips, but we still don't want a disappointing result, and a performance like this is disappointing in itself. It's very dismal. As you can see, big gap for me on the 6-3. Brandon, 5.8. What more can I say? It's been a pathetic performance across the board. Hopefully you still managed to enjoy this one. Hopefully we'll perform a little bit better when we take on Barnsley in the next one. I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have yourselves a lovely night. Hopefully you have a lovely week ahead of you. Hopefully your Monday wasn't too bad. And goodbye.